Everybody. This, of course, is me, Stephen in Wiltshire. We're live on Facebook in the live video sales group. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live. I've taken all 5 destinations from my BeLive studio. So we're on a countdown, basically because there are different connection times for different systems. And everything's going to work swimmingly today. Hopefully. Okay, and I've got software running in the background, and hopefully that will be okay. I'm going to go back into the studio with 12 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. And hello, and welcome to this broadcast. Now, today we're talking about if I show you, that's probably the best way. You can see that I've got my second camera next to me, which we'll talk about in a moment. I've got a video that I'm going to play, and this is the BeLive sales system designed for selling and marketing. Now, what I've been doing for the last 6 months on Amazon Live is actually broadcasting using BeLive. I'm now doing 5 shows a week, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, thoroughly enjoying myself. And all I need to go live and to do a sort of professional show is this, which is my BeLive studio. And it has everything that I need. It's the only system that allows us to do the show that I do with Nick on Monday, where we actually have a quiz. And I couldn't do it with any other system. It has to be said. Right. Okay. So I want to say welcome to the show. And this is my BeLive selling and marketing system. And I've refined it over the last 6 months so that it basically functions as I want it to when I go live on Amazon Live. I can use the same setup to go live on Facebook, as we'll see tomorrow. I'll be doing a live selling session on Facebook, live into the group as well, and we'll be selling Canva, Camtasia, and InVideo. And what I have is a short demonstration of each of those products, and then using the live selling feature, I'll be selling them. Okay, and that will be the start tomorrow. Say hello to Corinda, who hopefully can hear me. And thank you, Corinda. Thank you for joining. Basically, there are features within BeLive which make it so easy to do sales, marketing. Okay, now I'm going to run through each of those features in turn, but let's see what they are. I've got something running in the background as well. Just give me a second. And I'm going to go live again. This may affect what I'm doing, but I'm going to start the stream. Okay, what I'm doing at the same time as doing this is I'm streaming out on the live video production page with the background. Now, there are no new BeLive features, Corinda. The ones that I think you know about them all. Okay, so I'm not here to discuss new BeLive features. I'm here to discuss existing BeLive features and to show you them. The first one of those is multi-camera. Okay, and that's the ability to have more than one camera on screen. I'm just going to hide a couple of things. Okay, and I'm going to take myself off full screen in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to change things up a little bit. If you're watching me on the live video production page, thank you. You're watching behind the scenes as I go through this program, and I need to change the layout because that overlay fits with the layout. And let's go there. Okay, so we'll come back to the overlay in a minute. I'm just going to switch it off. We'll go back over here and switch off the overlay so that we don't have one Don't want to confuse things. Right. If anybody from BeLive is watching, I'd like to say thank you. You'll notice that the camera over there is actually labeled Stephen Healy. That's not the label I put on there, but what we can do is this. I've got two cameras in the studio. I've got my Logitech Brio and I've got the Otherspot Tiny, and that means that I can show two views from within my office, which means that when it comes to demonstrating product, and hopefully this will work, then this is the ideal situation to have two camera views. One is me, which is fine. The other second camera view is my demonstration camera view. I'm just wondering which way around this will be when it actually comes out. So let's go for this. Okay, so I'm going to turn the title of that camera off because that is not me. Okay. Now, in this box are some headphones, and they are Aftershocks headphones. You can see them now as I move things out the way. Now, the thing about having a two-camera setup is that I can talk about and demonstrate the product and people can see it clearly. And if I want to, let's go off here. What I'd normally do is this. I would normally go picture in picture. Okay, not that way around, that way around. And I would also change the theme so that I am shrunken. Okay, so let's go to themes and go over here. And as we do with Nick on a Monday, I'm just about to shrink myself so that I am down in the bottom right hand corner, but you can see the whole of my desktop. Now, just while we're here, a new addition to my desktop is this plant, and we're watching this plant grow and bloom over the course of the year. And thank you to Angelica. Right, so I can show these headphones and I can demonstrate. I can say that these headphones are waterproof. They are Aftershocks headphones. And the thing about an Aftershocks headphones is that they go over your ear. Yeah, they're bone conduction headphones. There is nothing to go in your ear canal. You can't actually lose them. So using this setup, this two camera setup, means that I can show the product on screen as I talk about it. I can talk about, just to make sure this camera's the right way around, I can talk about Anchor. I can talk about the Anchor 4-way USB hub, USB-A, which is my best purchase of 2022. It's only $9.99 in the UK or $17 in the States. And it allows me to have, as I've got now, this is how I've got the two cameras connected. It's basically through this hub. Both the Logitech Brio and the Otherspot are actually plugged into this unit, which is plugged into my Microsoft Surface Book 2. So that's the piece of hardware. $9.99 in the UK, $17 in the States. And that is magical because in addition to that, I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive plugged in and a DVD player. Now, later today, thanks to Amazon, the DVD player will be replaced by an Elgato Wave 3 microphone. So into this unit, you can have multiple microphones, multiple cameras, and that makes it a lot easier because you don't need a switcher. The switcher then is in the studio. In the studio, I will be able to switch cameras and switch microphones, which is going to be a game changer as far as demonstrations are concerned. But two cameras is a BeLive feature which makes live selling. I'm just going to go back again. Give me a second, I'm not in a rush. And go back to there. Okay, so that will take place in a moment and I can swap the two round. Okay, and nothing's happened. Just a minute. I want myself on the left-hand side. Okay. Right, I'm going to go. Oh, got there eventually. There's a bit of a delay. Okay. Now, what I'm being careful of this week, when I did the show last week, my Microsoft Arc mouse fell on the floor and its batteries fell out. And there is a blooper video which Angelica was falling into fits of laughter, which is on Angelica's profile and on my profile, and it's also in the BeLive streaming community. Okay, so the mouse is firmly on the desk today. So that's the first feature which marks out BeLive over the systems, is the fact that you can have multiple cameras. And I don't know what's happening now. Oh, right. Okay, we got there. You can have multiple cameras. Now, I've done 2 cameras, simple and straightforward, no problem. 3 cameras is pushing it a bit. Though having said that, I do have 3 cameras in action today. And just to prove that, hopefully over here or not, no, I can't show you 3 cameras, but I can show you 2. So multiple cameras is a boon when you're actually selling, okay, because you can have yourself on screen and you can have your display area on screen at the same time. And this is one of the few proven systems that can actually do this. BeLive has multiple cameras for the host, and in live selling it makes a great deal of difference, which is why multiple cameras is number 1 on my list. Multiple host cameras. Now, the second thing that's on my list is a YouTube player, okay, which no other system, to the best of my knowledge, has. And the beauty of this is when we do broadcast on Amazon Live, we have to play B-roll videos, which is a term which means you can play videos in your live broadcast. Now, to me, that's simple and straightforward because I'm on BeLive. And all I need to do to play a live video is go over to here, to media, okay, and I get the URL from YouTube and I drop it into here. Now, providing that the video is public, it can then be played on screen. Okay, so it just so happens that I actually happen to have a YouTube video, which I'm going to bring on screen. Okay, and I'm going to take myself off full screen in a second. There's a slight delay. Okay, and we'll come to 3 of us on screen. So you've got the Obberspot, you've got the Brio, and now you've got a YouTube video. Now that YouTube video, all I did was to take the URL of the YouTube video, bring it into my BeLive studio, and I can play the video whenever I want during a live broadcast. And that whenever I want would happen to be now. So what I'm going to do is to put the video full screen, and for a few minutes, we're actually going to find out, and that will go full screen eventually, we're actually going to find out what Amazon Live is all about. So I'm going to switch my microphone off and press play. This is going to work. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one adjustment. I'm going to stop broadcasting there. And that's Stephen here live. This is a short guided tour of what Amazon Live is about. Now, basically, Amazon Live is broadcasters from around the globe getting together to broadcast on Amazon.com and talk about the products they own and love. And this is the homepage, amazon.com/live. You can reach it from the amazon.com homepage by taking the menu and going down to get to Amazon Live. Now, on the left-hand side of the screen, we've got the people I'm actually following. I'm on the Discover page, which is basically shows me the broadcasts that are live at the moment. You'll see in the top left-hand corner, it says live. And we've got a variety of topics. As we go down, we'll see people who are live and people who've been live. Now, if people have been live, you can actually watch the replay. If they are live, however, there is more that you can do. The first thing is that you can follow people. Now, if you follow, this is important because it means you'll never lose this broadcast. It will always be available to you in the following tab, which is all the shows that you follow on a regular basis, and you can watch the replays or you can watch live just by going to the following tab. Whilst the broadcast is live, you can type in to the text box. So I'm going to type in hello from the UK. Okay, and that shows on the screen. So you can communicate with the live broadcasters whilst they are live. You can type text, you can ask questions about the products they're actually demonstrating, and you'll get answers live on air. These are people who actually know the products well, and when they talk about something that's down in the carousel, they do know about it, and you can ask questions. The questions and the text in the right hand side of this page will actually disappear after the show. So it's not a permanent record. The only thing that survives the live broadcast is the recording. All the text down the right hand side goes. The second thing you can do is you can follow somebody. Now if you press the following button, it means that you'll quickly be able to find their broadcasts. Now this is important. In the center of the screen you can see an unmute button. Until you press the unmute button on an individual broadcast, you cannot listen to what the person is saying. Now obviously it makes it more interesting when you can hear what people are saying. So if you find what the presenter is doing interesting, do unmute and listen. Nobody knows that you've unmuted and listened. We don't know who people are. We just know the number of people who've unmuted and listened. We never get to know your contact details in any way, shape or form. So you can comment and you can unmute and you can follow, without, well, you're still to a certain extent anonymous. So that's the show that's Right, I'm going to hide that. And I'm going to bring into the screen. Just give me a second. This will take a second, but it's all set up. And I can just show this on screen. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to go side by side. Okay, these are the TrebLab earbuds, which I talk about in my live broadcasts. And also allied to that is the TrebLab HD77. Now, as I've shown those images on screen, you will see that the link to the TrebLab and the link to the HD77, which is next to me, have been posted on screen in the comments on the Facebook page for a live video with Stephen whilst I'm talking about the products. This means that when you're doing live selling on Facebook, you can have, you set this up, you need an image, which I took, okay? You need a title, TrebLab HD77. You need to say what it is, you've got the description, and then you need the URL to actually buy this. Now, anybody clicking the link in this Facebook comment will be taken over to Amazon.com. They'll be taken to the page for this product. And this is the important bit. When they click on the link in the carousel, because it takes them to a carousel for one of my broadcasts, when they click on the link, I will earn affiliate commission on anything they're buying the next 24 hours in this product category. And that is the power of being able to post a link directly from BeLive whilst you're live. Now, you could have different shops. You could have, as I've got here, an audio gear shop. In addition to that, I could have a camera shop. I could have a microphone shop. And when I'm selling, I can sell anything and I can post a link. Now, tomorrow when I'm selling, I will be selling, as I said at the top of the show, I'll be selling Canva, Camtasia, and InVideo using my affiliate links. And when I show those three softwares on screen, the link will be posted on the live video hub page. Brilliant, because it's there forever. Yeah. Okay. So that's the live selling feature. It's easy to set up. Image, title, description, price if you have it. I don't put prices on it. People find out the price themselves because it changes from day to day. So you can't really give a price because prices on Amazon, as we all know, are liable to change. Just a story. If I bring this camera back up, I'm going to hide that. And I'm going to bring this camera back up. Just a story if we go side by side. Okay. One of the slots in the USB hub from Anchor is going to be used by my Elgato microphone. And when I sort of put it into my wish list on Amazon, it was £159. When I went to actually place the order yesterday, the price had dropped by £40. It was £119 instead of £159. So I'm happy. But the thing you've got to watch is that prices do change on Amazon. So don't put the prices in the links, let people find out. Just leave the prices blank in your BeLive studio and let people find out the price, the current price, when they actually go over to Amazon. Okay. If you're watching me live on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, thank you. And if you have any comments, then please do ask. LinkedIn comments I will see after this live broadcast, but if you comment on Facebook or YouTube, I will see the comments whilst I'm live. So, the live selling feature is a game changer as far as Facebook is concerned. It works on Facebook, so I'll be using this tomorrow in my broadcast at 11:30 in this group and on the live video with Stephen. We'll be doing live selling on Facebook, and it can, well, I either sell something or I don't, and I'm going to keep going until I do. So live selling, you'll see tomorrow in action. Okay. Now, the other thing that other systems don't have, and I use other systems which I'm not going to mention, is an on-screen agenda. What do I mean by an on-screen agenda? The agenda is the runner's show. So the runner's show is the options that I'm showing on screen: multiple host cameras, YouTube video player, image display, and live selling. And then we've come through to on-screen agenda. And this is important because when people are watching you, especially on Amazon Live, they have the sound off. You're muted. And you have to get people to actually talk to you and chat with you and hear what you're saying. So using an on-screen agenda means that you can actually, people can actually see what you're talking about. And that hopefully will go some way to them actually pressing the unmute button and listening to you. Okay, the other thing that I'm just experimenting with, because I'm not sure how it benefits, is this. In the studio now, when I turn this way, it looks like I'm looking towards the desk. Okay, works well. But what I can actually do, I'm just going to try it now to see what happens, is I can turn on screen mirroring, which means that when I look now, I'm actually looking the wrong way. But if I swap round, yeah, I'm now looking the right way. So when I look over here, it looks like I'm looking at the desk. Okay, and to the USB unit, and to the hard drive, and to the computer and everything. So I'm still experimenting with mirroring. I think it will be useful, but I've put it into the list. Okay, the other thing we can have is we can have lower thirds. Okay, and lower thirds are the ability to actually have, well, if I go back to here and go here, I can actually have a lower third, which is a crawler, and I can switch that one off. I can switch this one on. I've then got a crawler going across the bottom of the screen whilst I'm live. Again, this attracts attention, and that's why we use it. We use the crawler to attract attention. Okay, and I saw Nick this morning, and he was using the crawler to add additional information. Okay, so that's the lower thirds. The next item after lower thirds, and the last item of this session, because I'm running over, I realize that, is overlays. So I'm going to switch that off. I'm going to switch that off, and I'm going to bring onto screen an overlay. Okay, and again, this is a way of actually communicating, because when I'm broadcasting on Amazon Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. in the UK, 9 a.m. Eastern, I will be talking from my BeLive studio. So I'm broadcasting on BeLive. I would like people to unmute to listen. The show they're watching is Lights, Camera, Action, and I am live from England. And that's important because there are only 3 of us at max actually broadcasting on Amazon Live from England. That's 4 people. That's myself, Nick, Corinda, and another gentleman who I'm trying to get to broadcast live simultaneously. But this is basically, this is your place for actually displaying additional information whilst you're live and attracting attention. And the ability to add overlays is absolutely brilliant. So a quick run through from the top as I take that overlay off screen. And overlays are important. Don't have them throughout the full broadcast though, just to basically bring attention. So today we have talked about, first of all, my mouse is still intact, for which I'm grateful. We've talked about my BeLive selling and marketing system and the features within BeLive, which helps us to sell and to market. To sell and market successfully. Okay, I'm just in my bank today, went to check for $1,200, which is to me, to actually earn more than $1,000 a month for live broadcasting would have been a dream 6 months ago. Now it's a reality. And I'm just so grateful to actually broadcast on Amazon Live, and grateful for BeLive for actually giving me facilities to do so. it's just, well, I'm blown away. Plus by the reception on Amazon Live, because thousands of people are watching. In addition to that, to actually earn $1,200 for a month's broadcasting. I mean, how much do we earn on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter for broadcasting? The answer, unfortunately, is zero for most of us. Whereas on Amazon Live, as I say, I just banked a check, well, direct transfer really, $1,200. Okay, so the features are multiple cameras, an integrated YouTube video player, images, and the last two items nobody else has. Okay, live selling, nobody's got live selling. Okay, on-screen agenda, nobody else has got an on-screen agenda as flexible as the BeLive one. BeLive, you can have as many agendas as you want with as many items as you want. And I've pushed the boat. I really pushed it out on this. I know that for practical purposes, you can have as many agendas and as many items on an agenda as you wish. One, I'm still investigating, which is the ability to actually mirror cameras, the use of lower thirds, which is what I'm doing now, and the use of overlays. So BeLive is the only system which has all these features in one place. It makes it so easy to actually broadcast on Amazon Live, to broadcast on Facebook, to broadcast on YouTube. BeLive is the most complete. I'm going to go to the top of here. I'm using BeLive to go live on Amazon 5 days a week. It's the only studio I could use to actually have the professional presentation that I'm able to make on Amazon Live. So thank you to everybody at BeLive. Thank you to Amazon Live. Thank you to you for actually watching me live today. And I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now. Bye.